Hey everybody, it's Barbara, and welcome to the East 59th Street collection for 2018. In this cycle, I will be reviewing 4 dolls, and each of the 4 dolls came in the same kind of box. So I'm really not going to spend a whole lot of time in each of the reviews doing a review of the packaging. So this one clip is going to start all 4 videos. What I want to say about the East 59th Street collection has to do with some comments that were made when the new designs of the new face and fashion royalty boxes were revealed, and reviewed. And there were some comments about the accessories box fitting as a square right about here, not in the usual slide, but sort of as a box that you would open more like this. And you would be able to, so the accessory box would stay permanently in one position, and you would simply take the accessories out. There were some problems with some people's boxes, and they included one of mine, that the accessory lid would not stay closed and would pop open right away. So my suggestion, or to those of you who have some questions, I think perhaps they should do a variation on this look, which is sort of like the 1950s, late 40s, early 50s style of wall cabinet / bar, where you have these cabinets. Instead of putting the accessory box with the doll, perhaps, when possible, cut the doll section down and put the accessory box here, and maybe do 2 and 2, do the stand in one and the accessories in the other, and that might make for an easier way to store the accessories and the stand, especially if you're going, whoa, excuse me, I didn't mean to do that, especially if you're going to keep playing with them. In this case, the stand would just pop out. With these 59th Street, the stand pops out this way. Not the prettiest or the neatest way to do it. So maybe if they can figure out a way to slide the stand in sideways and the accessories for East 59th, for Fashion Royalty, New Face, and Poppy, we finally might be onto something. So that's my thought about that. And let's go ahead and get to the actual ladies themselves. Hey everybody, and to those who celebrate, Lashana Tova, Happy New Year. I thought a good way to ring in the holidays would be to review a doll that is definitely ready for a New Year's celebration, and she's kicking off the new East 59th Street line for 2018. This is Evelyn Weaverton in the lovely Turquoise Sparkler, and I am Barbara. And let's get down to the reviewing of this very lovely, highly elegant lady. If we can, I'm going to pull her a little bit closer and raise the camera up so we can take a look at her face. She is wearing a combination of grays and with the slightest hint of blue over her eyes. There is a brown accent where the upper and lower lids meet. Her eye color is a bluish gray. Her lashes are real and they are applied, and they go on all day long. They are, again, some of the longest lashes I've ever seen on an Integrity Toys product. She does have blush on her cheeks, and her lips are a semi-glossy red. Reaching down ever so gently to turn her. The earring is turquoise, a flower at the ear itself, and a dangle of gold and turquoise jewelry. Quite lovely. There is mucho product in her hair that I would never even dare to remove. So I'm not going to try, but I definitely think this is not a doll that you would want to undo the hair, since the upsweep is quite elegant. But while we're at this half pose, I want to come in even closer if I can and show you just how long those lashes are, if you can see them. They're almost parallel to the bridge of her nose. As we continue to turn her slowly and elegantly, you're going to see the back of the necklace first, which is fine with. Why is this not turning? There we go. I was turning the stand. I should have just turned her. The hair is wrapped around the half ponytail, and the half ponytail is spread out to cover the whole base of her head. There is a turquoise dangle in the back. And as you can see here, the chiffon crepe detailing on her dress turns into a drape that goes down the full length of the skirt to the bottom. The dress itself, if I can again turn her, which I will, I wouldn't say it's a full-on train, but there is some trailing behind it in the back. The front is open, is higher, also, I shouldn't say open, it's higher to just below the knee with princess seaming. And a lovely paisley pattern. It is lined in the same sea color as the draping in the back. I keep going back and forth wanting to say that this is Tiffany blue. It kind of is, and it kind of is not. So it's really hard for me to say whether or not I want to say that it is or it isn't. So let me go ahead now and boost this back up so we can take a look again at her extraordinary necklace, which is a cluster of turquoise and gold in a paisley pattern at the top, with the turquoise drops at the bottom. Her nails are a matte shade of the semi-gloss of her lips. Her toenails will match that, but her toes are covered by these very lovely shoes that she's wearing. They are closed pumps, and they match the lining of her dress. She does come with some lovely accessories that I will now share with you. When this doll was initially presented to us, and by the way, she was not presented to us terribly long ago. It's no more than 2 or 3 weeks that we were told East 59th Street was coming. And Evelyn, in both her incarnations, and I will be reviewing both in this cycle, Evelyn, in this incarnation, we were told that she's going to a party where Vitra returns to New York, and she presents her with this box, which does say East 59th Street on it. And it supposedly, and I was going to open the box. I was trying to decide if I wanted to try and open it again here. I'm not going to. We are told that the box is empty, and it certainly feels that way. And the idea being that she was trying to scare Victoire, but by the end of the evening, she greatly regrets her decision. I'd like to think of it as, and the empty box is a promise. And the promise is you open the box that night, and for the rest of their friendship, they're just filling it up with memories. I like that idea. Of course, she comes with a clutch. Not crepe, not material, it is faux leather. And it opens with this button. There is tissue paper in it, which I just removed. So you can see that the lining is a lighter, oh, it's kind of almost furry in here, this lining. There's also a little bit of detailing that it almost appears to be sectioned. Not that I would try to. And for once, there is something to put in it that might fit. Leather gloves. They are white and upper length. And I do believe you could at least fit one of them, if not both, in here. Let's see. I have to fold it quite a bit, but okay, you would fit one in here, not both. Ta-da! And you can still close it. And that is Evelyn in this turquoise sparkler attire. The other additional accessory, in case you wish to, and she wants to have some champagne or dial a phone to say I'm on my way, dialing hands. So for Evelyn, who's off to her soiree, and for me, Barbara, that concludes this review of the East 59th Street line. I'm going to go back and forth between Evelyn and Constance. They are the 4 dolls that were released together. There are 2 additional dolls that will be coming. One is the introduction of Laird, and the other is Victoire. They're going to be released a little bit later on in the cycle. So we will wait patiently for that. But until then, everyone stay tuned for the next series of reviews and enjoy them as much as I am in their classy elegance. Take care. Bye-bye.